Huy Quan, the Oscar-winning comeback kid. Not many of us would know that the winner of the Best Supporting Actor Ke Huy Quan for the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once actually made a remarkable return to Hollywood after playing small-time Asian movie roles for decades, and his entire journey is full of ups and downs. Well, many downs and then a huge up. Let's find out how. Ke Huy Quan's career began at age 12, with a starring role opposite Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, followed by another in The Goonies. After that, it all went downhill for him. Everyone thought that after these first two big breaks, Quan would be a star, but opportunities got fewer, and wait times got longer. He was still working, but only once every year or two, and then even his roles started to get smaller. He was in high school when he started, but once he graduated and was ready to devote his full time, no one was ready to take him. In 1993, less than a decade after playing Short Round in Temple of Doom, Quan got a call from his agent, having not worked for more than a year. He said, he had a little role for him, it doesn't have a name. He would play a Viet Cong and have only 2 lines. He walked into the casting director's office, and there were 30 other Asian actors waiting to read. He did his thing and went home. Post that, he waited an entire week and got no response. So he called his agent and said, "Have you heard back?" The agent replied, "No, it's most likely they've moved on." And following these heartbreaking words, Quan lost all his motivation as he wasn't able to get such a small role. Still, Quan, who by the way was born in 1971 in Vietnam to Chinese parents and spent a year with his family in a Hong Kong refugee camp before arriving in the US in 1979, gave it 2 more years. Then at 23, he quit acting, blaming himself for his lack of success. He was raised in a very traditional Chinese value family and was taught never to blame anyone but himself for his failures. He started to believe he was never a good actor and was immature to think that Hollywood would write roles for Asian actors. He got insecure and thought he wasn't tall enough, not good-looking enough, and that he should have got the conventional actor training. He was dispirited and had hit rock bottom. Not knowing what to do next, Quan went to community college in Los Angeles before enrolling in the University of Southern California's film school, where he finally found his footing. He felt comfortable around people who shared his passion and spoke his language. His love for movies again started to rise, and he thought he should start making movies. On graduation, Quan was contacted out of the blue by Hong Kong director stunt coordinator Corey Yuen from The Transporter, who said he was doing a little movie in Toronto and had a role for him. The movie was X-Men, and Quan started out as an assistant fight choreographer. Yuen and Quan did a number of movies together after that and also some television shows. They both went to Hong Kong together and did some movies there as well. It was there that Quan fell in with Wong Kar-wai, working with the In the Mood for Love director for several years, going between the US, Hong Kong, and Shanghai, where he met his wife. In 2018, Quan's life took yet another turn after he saw Crazy Rich Asians starring Constance Wu, Henry Golding, and Michelle Yeoh. He was sitting in the theater, fantasizing, wishing he was up there with them. Quan began to entertain the idea of getting back into acting, realizing that Hollywood had changed since he had last acted, and there were now roles for Asian performers. Looking back at the journey, Quan says that he didn't just wake up one day and decide that he wanted to be an actor again. He talked it over with his wife for almost over a year. When he first brought it up, he was around 48, and his wife was taken aback. She was supportive of him, but also asked him if he was actually willing to go out and audition again and again and get rejected again and again. That question scared him, and he again started to have reservations, but he didn't want to turn 60 or 80 and had huge regrets about never giving this dream of his a chance. That fear overwhelmed any fear of him coming back to that life. He called up an agent friend and told him, "I want to be an actor again." 2 weeks later, Quan was asked to audition for the role, or rather roles, plural, of Waymond Wang in the multi-versional action comedy Everything Everywhere All at Once by its writer-directors, Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, aka the Daniels. They had seen a joke on Facebook with a photo of Democratic presidential candidate Andrew Yang and the caption, "Short Round is all grown up, and he's running for president." That triggered the Daniels to go online and search how old Quan was and what he was doing. They sent Quan the script, and he instantly fell in love with it. He felt that Waymond, the role he plays in the film, was made for him. He wanted the role so bad, he hired an acting coach to prep him. He hadn't set foot in a casting director's office for more than 25 years. He was nervous, but as he started, the Daniels started giving him directions. "K, try this, K, try that, K. Look this way. That was how Steven Spielberg would direct him, throwing directions as the camera was rolling. All those wonderful memories came flooding back, and he was a kid again. He felt alive, and he was so happy. But after the audition, nothing happened for 2 painful months. Every week he would call his agent and ask him if he had heard from them again. He was again depressed and dispirited. His wife kept trying to cheer him up and told him he would surely get it, but he didn't believe in her. 8 weeks passed before he got the call that the Daniels wanted him to audition for a second time. A week later, Quan had the job. Prior to the first day of shooting, he hired an acting coach, a voice coach, a dialogue coach, and a body movement coach, which helped him create the different characters he played in the film. Working with 3 generations of Asian talent, Stephanie Su, Michelle Yeoh, and James Hong, was one of the best experiences of his life, according to Quan, but there was a significant gap between the spring 2020 shoot and Everything Everywhere's US theatrical release via A24 in April 2022, while the COVID pandemic raged and Quan's acting career was still very much in the balance. He wasn't able to get a job. He was auditioning, but no one wanted to hire him. He was afraid and was also about to lose his health insurance because he couldn't get a single job. And sure enough, 2021 came and went without one job, and he lost his SAG health insurance. He was so desperate he called his agent, begging him to find him a job. And still nothing. All those fears, all those frustrations he had when he was younger, he was experiencing all over again. When Everything Everywhere was finally released, Marvel's Kevin Feige was the first to call, offering him a role in Loki Season 2, which was filmed in London for 4 months last year. He was overjoyed. Filmmakers and producers were interested in him again. The film transformed his life, and others were reaching out to him. Quan has also filmed the Disney Plus show American-Born Chinese, reuniting with his Everything Everywhere co-stars Yeoh and Su, while the film has grossed over $100 million worldwide and received 11 Oscar and 10 BAFTA nominations, including Best Supporting Actor for Quan, who won the Golden Globe last month. So, as you would rightfully agree, as far as comeback stories go, this one is hard to beat. He never thought he would be nominated for an Oscar. When he decided to do this again, he didn't know what the audience would think of him. The last time everyone saw him, he was a kid, and now he was a middle-aged man. Since the release of the movie, everyone has shown him love and support for him and the movie. He wanted to act again and do what he loved doing but didn't for decades. This includes reuniting with Temple of Doom director Steven Spielberg and star Harrison Ford. Quan and Ford met at Disney D23 to promote their respective new projects, Quan for Loki and Ford for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Fate, and a photo of the two hugging went viral. Back to today, Quan has nothing new planned for the time being, preferring to enjoy the awards season to the utmost. And he rightfully should, as he deserves it the most. What do you think of his comeback journey? Let us know in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel to show your support. We'll see you next time with another interesting take. Till then, goodbye.